You see this weird little guy with giant hands and lips and thought, what the hell is this? Well, that's you. Welcome back to MedBites. Meet the homunculus. The homunculus is a map of your body inside your brain. But here's a twist, it's not based on how big your body parts are. It's based on how important they are to your brain. So instead of looking normal, the homunculus looks distorted. Huge hands, massive lips, giant tongue, tiny arms, tiny torso, tiny legs, basically cursed anatomy. Each body part is sized according to how many neurons your brain uses to control it or feel it. Your hands, packed with nerves. Your lips and tongue, ultra sensitive. Your back and thighs, not nearly as detailed. So the homunculus is your brain saying, yeah, I care more about this than that. So the way we map the homunculus is with this diagram right here. We take a cross section of the precentral cortex or the post-central gyrus. Sorry, the gyrus, the precentral gyrus and the post-central gyrus. The precentral is in charge of motor function. It's part of the frontal cortex, so the precentral. And the post-central gyrus is in charge of sensories because it's part of the parietal, which is in charge of somatosensory, right? So post-central. Now, if you take a cross section of this part and you look at it, this is the diagram that you get. So let's get rid of all these scribbles so we can see what's going on. So as I said earlier, the homunculus is mapped based on how many neurons that body part requires. So the legs are pretty simple organs, right? You don't really do much with the legs, nothing complex. You just move, right? Same thing with your arms. But your hands require a lot of neurons because you do a lot of fine movements with them. Same thing with your face because of a lot of facial expressions. So you already know how it's drawn. So it goes inside is the leg, and then it's the arm, and then it's the face. Now, how does this tie in with questions that they might ask you? If they give you a stroke, and if they ask you which artery, specifically an artery part of the circle of Willis, is involved, this is how you know. So the legs and the torso are supplied by the anterior cerebral artery, and the rest are supplied by the medial cerebral artery. If you go back to the previous video, you will see that we went over all the arteries and how they relate and how they tie in with the homunculus. And this is the homunculus. So there's that.